Hello winners, welcome to another weekly forecast for gold, EURUSD, pound USD, USDCAD, British pound yen, and new for this week, USDZAR. If you want USDZAR back on the weekly forecast, well, comment below. And also in this video, I am going to leave a link to my Telegram group. It is free, but it's only available for this video, so in the comment section below. Also, in this video, I want you to tell me if you want me to do a giveaway on the technical analysis course or the mentorship course in the comment section below. And I know I will do a giveaway. I don't know how, I don't know when, but I know I will do it. So, okay, awesome. My name is Ewinningstrategy, forex trader, mentor, and economist. Yes, I do have a master's degree, and yes, I have courses that you can take if you want to become a successful forex trader, but also do it quickly than doing it on your own. I will be there for you every single time. Whatever the students have said already is only positive, and I'm up all night talking to students that is in America, that is in Asia. So yeah, I have students from all around the world. Okay. Trading forex is risky, not appropriate for everyone. Past performance is not indicative of future results. Since trading forex is risky, it is also high reward, but also you can lose your money like that. Also, this webinar does not contain any investment advice and should not be considered to be so. Trading is entirely on your part, and I cannot give you advices. Anyhow, gold. We have, I think that this should be the trade plan for next week. So what should I do now? Okay, so I think it's a pullback, and I think it will go higher, up to this high. And if it comes all the way up to 1590, take profit. As I have said before, end of trend 1st of February, and now we're just in to the last week. I don't know if it's going to end 1st of February. I just know that that's when I think it can fall. It can start the day before, for that matter. It doesn't matter. So you're really stretching it. Right now, your risk is like going through the roof because now you're just trying to catch the very last pips. Okay? Very last pips of this move. So what you're trying to do is you're trying to catch of this move. You're trying to catch that much. So it's 10%. 15% of the original move, and I don't know if that's a good idea. So 10% less. Do you think those who have traded all the way since here think those extra 150 points, whatever it is worth it? Maybe not. They'll just take profit. Then you're doomed. Okay, so don't risk it this week, people. Don't risk it at any time, and of course don't invest money you cannot afford to lose. So that's what I think. And if it falls, I'm wrong. Okay, fine. That's my only trade plan. That's what I think is the most viable. Euro USD. We have this week, wrong there. We have 3 weeks of down, 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 down. We have here Lagarde, the ECB, the Central Bank of Europe, governor, chairman, whatever you call her now. She's had a very negative sentiment on euro, which she stated somewhere in the area of that they will continue, like interest rates will continue on the same rate or lower. That's not positive to say. Also, the growth will does not look promising. That wasn't the word she used, but it will be like they will look into measurements if the inflation is still below 2%. So what was it last time? Was 1.3, I guess? 1.3%. So if it wants to be 2, it's 1.3, so it's bad. So she then also didn't take into consideration the improvement in the data. What does this mean? This means that she is more bearish than the market. The market was surprised. They're not maybe now looking into doing something about the interest rates or the quantitative easing. What does that mean? That means the euro going down. And here we are, euro going down. What did I want to happen this week? I really wanted this to happen. Then we can fall down. But okay, fine. We can take it down from here. So what am I setting up now? If this trend is supposed to continue, I want some kind of bigger correction to sell in February. We can still sell in February, but then it will be maybe going down, 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 and then into the buy zone, and then selling off again here. That's plan B, I guess, but for plan A, for me, I would love it to go up this week. But if you are not in a sell here, you don't need to be going into it at all. You're too late. If you want to trade this week, I would be cautious because two things can happen. And out of all of these weeks, this week looks the most uncertain as to what price would actually do. Okay. And entries, if you're a buyer, this is your entry down here. If you're a seller, well, plan A is to sell from, I guess plan A should be here. Selling from 1070 down to 109, 109.90. A very important level, by the way. No, sorry, 109.90. Very important level, by the way. Don't consider the weekly target then. Just consider 109.90 as a seller, and as a buyer, and of course 50 pip stop loss. And as a buyer, you look for some kind of reversal. It's not there yet, and because it just made a new low. Okay, well, double bottom ish, but it would maybe we want it to be like this big now. But can price just go straight up? Yes, it can. Will it? I don't know. That's option market. So maybe we'll do an update on that on Monday, maybe Tuesday, to see how that goes, so that we can see which direction we will go. And I have given you the entries. I have given you stop losses of minimally 50 pips. I've given you the reasons. If price is up here as a seller, you take it. And if a buyer, you want a double bottom, higher high, higher low. Let's see. Double bottom, higher high. Like this area here, for example. Yeah, like that. That's the 23rd of December. If you want to look at how that looks like, okay? Pound dollar is bullish. Interesting. Compared to the dollar being strong, yen being strong, Swiss being strong, gold being strong, this pair is stronger than the dollar. It hit weekly profit for this week. Interesting. But also, we are in an uptrend. Until now, it looks to be broken. And I think this week is going to go lower. And, well, we have Brexit, actually, on the 31st. How is that going to... Well, Brexit is not necessarily positive at all. But the reason for why, though, this has happened, this move up here, is because we have been selling all the way since here. This is them pricing in that Brexit is going to happen. Doesn't happen anymore. Boris Johnson won. Now we got up to 35, and then we're back down, and I think we're just going to fall and fall and fall. Because also the data coming out of Britain isn't positive. Okay, there has been a lot of negative fine economic data, like hardcore data, that says that they're not so confident anymore. They're not so they're not buying so much anymore. They're more scared. They're more, people tend now to keep their money, which slows the economy down, which can then trigger a recession because of the psychology. A recession never technically happens. It's just because of the psychology of people removing money from the economy. They put it in their mattress, they put it in their bank, they put it into something more stable. They stop spending. That's what leads to recession, our minds and our behaviors. Not that the economy is collapsing because of too high prices or too low demand, or too high demand. It is literally too low demand because of people taking away money from the economy. Okay? Then we have here, and credit crunch is different. And then we have here a pound that is normally strong in January, which is kind of sideways in January by now, because where's the entry? The entry is around here-ish. Okay, so that candle there, that's okay. So it's slightly bearish actually since the entry of January, but I would say this is kind of bear. This is where sideways. So what's the target? Target is 129, 13. If it goes up to buy, fine. If you're bull, you're still bull, as long as it doesn't close below here of 30, 37, and you're bull until then your target is 30, 32, 26 until whatever happens, until it closes below that, then 50% stop loss, or at least have your stop loss down here maybe, I guess, then around 29.70-ish. How much is it? That's that. And it's 100. Okay. Oh. Okay. And then, or yeah, because if it closes below this one, I would say it's bearish now. So be careful. So those are the two targets: 32, 27, 29, 100-ish, and 50 pips stop loss or more. And if it closes below this one, of course, this is bullish. But then I will expect it, as always, to fall in February. Because of Brexit, this might happen this week. That is my direction there. Then we have USDCAD. USDCAD. Okay. We have a bearish sentiment from the Bank of Canada that was unexpectedly bearish. That's why this shoot up, and that's why we'll continue. Oops, did I see? That's why we'll continue to go higher because the dollar is strong. So target is at least for this week 32, 23 and above. Okay. Wait for price maybe to come down to 31,200. Take it up to 32.23, and that is how many pips? That's 110-ish. 50 pips stop loss-ish. Okay, that's your trade plan for this week. Nothing else. This is not bearish at all. If this sells off from this monthly sell zone, I'm shocked to my sentiment. But okay. But that might also be, if it goes lower then it's a pullback to buy in February. That's also something to consider, that between the lines says whatever is happening this last week might also be a correction and a setup for a longer trend next month. So even though if you have been falling in January, you might come to this weekend, see it correcting before it falls again. Okay? Be aware of that. Don't risk money you cannot afford to lose. As always, I say that, and I mean that. And people have lost money they shouldn't have lost. And I really mean that. So pound yen is one of the worst performing yens this week. And as always, I believe this one's going to fall at least to 141.85. But overall, I think this might just drop down to at least 39, 139, at least in the end. So I will always look for sells on this one until April, I guess. I think that maybe I will buy back up again. So as the next 2 months, I will sell it. Because it's yen, not because it's pound. But pound also is not necessarily a very positive thing. And okay, that was that. 50, 100 pips stop loss. Weight entry was 143, 500. 144. 144, 200. Yeah, okay. Let's try to catch it as high as possible, maybe up to 143, 700, and then 50 pips stop loss. Yeah, okay, that's a better deal. Okay. Good. I don't know where it's stopping, but at least take it from what plan A is 143, 400, and plan B is 143, 700. As of new of this today is USDZAR. If you want USDZAR to be back on the charts as one of the main pairs, you need to comment below, and I seriously mean that, because I have seen people not having interest in USDZAR. So I'm just checking today, is there any interest? You have to leave a comment, okay? Unless it's just going to be go, because I know there is South African people in my group, among my YouTube channels, among my Facebook people, and among my Telegram people. And yes, today there is a link to my Telegram group below. Use it. It's free. I'm not selling anything in there. I'm just trying to help you. Okay? And then so occasionally I show that what my students does. But it's not a selling platform. I want to use this SAR to fall. But though we have this longer downtrend, I'm bullish on dollar at the moment, so I don't feel like this is a good deal at the moment. It's also risk off, meaning they buy dollar, yen, Swiss gold. That also means selling USDZAR. No, selling ZAR. That means this one flying up like a rocket. So I'm actually expecting price to be hitting 1466 this week. More than 1417. Okay? But if it goes down, fine. But I'm not going to run for it. And of course, always have your stop losses above here, and your entry, if you're selling 1449, sounds like amazing. 1449, 500 sounds amazing. If you're buying, is there a reversal pattern here on small time frame? Yeah, it shouldn't go lower than this one if you're buying, though. Going back down here again is not good at all as a buyer. So just keep it here at around 1438. Good price. Good technical analysis. Good technical setup as well. Yeah, and your stop loss is below here or above here, and then you're good to go. Okay. In this video, we have covered gold, EURUSD, pound USD, USDCAD, pound yen, and USDZAR. All of them have different fundamentals to it right now, but most of them are bearish. Also, in this week, I want you to comment below if you want me to do a mentorship giveaway for the technical analysis course or the mentorship course. I also want you to comment if you want USDZAR back on the charts. I also want you to leave a comment of how you think this video was. This is a bit longer today, I know. But did you learn something today? Did you see something insights? Please, in the comment section below, leave a comment, and that would make my work right now that I spent at least 2 hours right now, and then I have to edit as well, just by making this video, and I can do other things. I can sleep instead of waking up at 7 AM on a Saturday morning to give you this one, okay? So please give you some appreciation, which is free for you and me and your time. So until next time, stay safe, don't risk money you cannot afford to lose.